enough. So that's his way of stimming. He's not sure why we are talking. And there's lights. So he just needs to shake off this anxiety for a bit. So things like crowded places, loud noises will trigger Ayden. And when he has a meltdown, he will first, we know when he shows signs of a meltdown, he will start stimming. So stimming is a way for him to cope with his anxiety. What he does is either he will run around, he'll start jumping, he will flap his hands very close to his face, start singing loudly. Sometimes if we don't let him do those things, then he will get extremely anxious and then it will become a meltdown. So you must say, "Hi, I'm Ayden."
Hi, I'm Ayden.
And I'm Juliana. So this is our story. Why you yawn? Hiya! We got two psychologists to see him, and both gave the same diagnosis. He has PDD-NOS, which is pervasive development disorder, not otherwise specified, which is a form of autism. The concern is, of course, bullying, because we have experienced firsthand when we saw how other kids treated Ayden. That one was, we were at a football match and it got too overwhelming for Ayden, so he started steaming and he started flapping his hands, started laughing, and we met some friends and their kids laughed at Ayden. To be honest, I was heartbroken because this is just a sample, I felt, of how it would be like as he grows up. You see Ayden and he seems to be so absorbed in what he is doing right now, right? But he knows that we're talking about him, which is why he can't stop stimming, because he's anxious. He's just not sure why is my ibu talking about him to these strangers. And on that day when the kids laughed at him, he actually came to me the next day and he hugged me and he said, "Don't laugh at Ayden." So even at that moment when he's just so overwhelmed by his surroundings, he was still very aware that there were people laughing at him, that he was still aware of how people treated him, you know. I think that the message that we want people to know is they are different, they behave differently, they see the world differently, they react to situations differently, but they are not less, you know. They are different and not less. So they are just like you and I. I mean, Ayden is just like any other kid. They too want to have relationships. They too want to create friendships. Just that they don't know how to. They can't find the right words to. Just a couple of days ago, we brought them to the park. He was just walking around and then he came to me running. He hugged me. He didn't say anything, but our eyes interlocked, and that's a big deal, you know, because Ayden doesn't maintain eye contact very much. And he just said, "I love you." And then he hugged me and we were just hugging. It was only about 5 seconds of that. But these are the moments that we really live for, because very fleetingly they go by very fast. Ayden has this great capacity to love, to be affectionate. And he taught us that you know, no matter how challenging things are, as long as you are surrounded by people who believe in you, who love you, that's the most important thing. Because Ayden is so affectionate, right? And sometimes we try not to scold him because we know that he is feeling a certain way and he's unable to articulate that and he's just frustrated. So, but it's just so hard to control yourself sometimes. So we get very frustrated and we scold him, but you know, he doesn't take that to heart, because he will, in a couple of minutes, he'll just go to you and he'll hug you and he'll say things like, "I'm sorry," or and he'll do something funny and then he'll make you laugh. So if anything, our son taught us how to love how to love and be kind. I suppose for Ayden, it's not for him to give up, you know, to know that he can do it if he put his mind to it. Never lose hope. And most importantly, never be defined by his diagnosis. And know that he is different, but not less.